Hello everybody and welcome to the next race for the Formula NASCAR Cup Series. Today we are here at the German Grand Prix for the Nuremberg Grand Prix race, and today we're going 15 laps. Tyson Silver, your points leader, got the pole position again, and it looks like your road course ringers are starting 1, 2, and 3, which is kind of crazy. Mike Speed starts second, Corner the Pole is third. Then we have Clark, Kasai, Sanders, Watt qualified 5th, but they had a 2-grid penalty, which bumps them down to 7th. Then we have Lone, Hatsun, and Harms rounding out your top 10. As we scroll to the bottom, it looks like Frank Wilson struggled in qualifying. Must have been off the pace, must have crashed or something, I don't know. The pace car's off, or they're going. The pace car's not quite off yet, but anyway, we went through qualifying. Driver standing, Silver is the points leader, barely by 9 points over Wilson in the 75, who qualified last, and then we got Dennis Watt third. Then in the team standings, actually is the blue and green cars, but we're going green flag racing with Tyson Silver, 15 laps to go. Tide Racing second in points with GME third. Tide Racing is obviously the Tide cars. Pretty easy, huh? Silver gets in at the beginning. Ooh, there's a little bit of bumping and bang. 4 wide coming out of, I believe you could call that turn 1. I don't even know. Holy cow. Harms trying to make a move on soon. Oh, jeez. I'm allergic to German road courses, apparently. But, there's already a pass. So Watt's like, I don't care if I got a penalty. I'm going for it, but he didn't quite make it there. And it looks like Cortopoulos had a bad start. He got passed by a few cars here. As they're going to keep on going. '22 of Owens trying to get by the 73, but I think they got a right-hander here. Whoa, don't go too fast. 73 Magoovin's trying to make a move on the 24 of Hassoun, but here comes Brant Cruz. Sutton's trying to get into the top 10 today. This is a big long track too, I think. I think it's like 3 miles or something, but looks like this is going to be Silver's day once again. One last road course to try to stretch out his points lead because he's been struggling at the speedways. Whoa! Corner the pole is full sends it. 2 different lines going into that corner. We had a Watt on the very inside and Corner the pole is on the outside. A little bit of a bump, trying to make a bump and run coming into this straightaway, but I don't think it's going to happen. Holy cow. And the first lap is led by Silver, 14 to go, and we actually stay green, so that's good. No crashes on the first lap. Leah Soon is actually trying to catch up to her teammate right here. That could be crazy if she could beat him. Compton's making a move on the 32 of Carlisle here. Whoa! Compton just about passed 2 cars with one and slowed down there. That allowed McCarthy to try to get by Sanford here. That outside line seems like it might be a little faster, maybe not. But then it turns into the no, it's still the outside line. And then it turns into the inside line. Oh my goodness, Hatsun doesn't know, or Hassan doesn't even know if he can pass. Looks like Brian Martinez finds himself just outside the top 20, along with his teammate also. We got Ottawa back here too, and Michael Carlisle. Yule's struggling back here today. We got Kyle Jake Lexlow after a 2-grid penalty has even dropped back even more. Whoa, that's unhealthy. Wow, Carlisle Jr. is really not doing that good, is he? Jones Racing's doing pretty awful as they're 35th and 36th. Well, there's a little bit of damage on the 23 of Sam Johnson. I don't know if he got slammed in the back or what. But whatever's going on there, it's going on. Dennis Watt trying to get by Kasai there. That is for 4th. Dennis really wants that points championship lead. But the only way to do that is to beat out Silver right now. Because I think Dennis is in 3rd. And Silver is the leader, but not by much. But if he leads the most laps and wins the race, that could be a big difference. But if we go green, maybe we'll have some pit strategy. Dennis is going to go for 3rd place now. And is he going to full send it into turn one? Not quite enough, but tried. That's allowing Kasai to make a move almost, but not quite. Is Silver just way faster than everybody? If I look at the fastest laps, yes. Yep, he's a whole second faster than second place, or second fastest. That's insane. Well, that's not good. We're gonna have lap traffic if we stay green. They're already 30 seconds back in the back. Takes about, it looks like, about 110 seconds a lap. So give that about to lap 10 or 11 and we'll have lap traffic if we stay green. Probably even earlier than that because we'll have green flag pit stops most likely. But now we have Cornethopolis trying to get by Kasai, but nobody's able to make the moves. They're able to get alongside but not make the moves. Looks like Brant Cruz has made his way in the top 10. Now he's trying to get by Joseph Lone here. He get pretty loose coming out of that corner. He's right behind Joseph Lone. He's going to be looking to try to make a move. So far so good. Brant Cruz still not able to make the move there. Compton's right behind Leo Soon too. Any battles? I mean, they're trying to battle, but not really. Martinez and Yule are battling. Holy cow, Yule has made up some positions. He's on his way up. You know, he's on their way back, Greenlee. Greenlee's on their way back as Lexlow's finally on his way up. Will's Racing and Jones Racing look like they're struggling today. Both of their cars are in the back. Kayla Watt's struggling too. Sam Johnson's in the pits. There's no way they already need pit stops. No way. Silver's got almost a 4-second lead in just 3 laps. That's crazy. A Watt looks like he's faster than the 37 of Clark, so we're going to see if he can make it by. Cornethopolis was able to make the move on Kasai. Harm's running 8th. Cruz was not able to make the move on Joseph Lone yet, but Compton was able to get by Leah Soon for 12th. Is Compton going to try to make his way up to the top 10? He usually struggles at road courses, I thought. I don't know. Owens is the one struggling at road courses, and he does very good at the ovals, but winds up in a crash about every time, I swear. Auto Club, he's running, what, 7th or something? Daytona, he was running up there. Talladega was just a crazy race. I think he actually finished up there. I don't remember how Martinsville is just wacky on the pit strategy and stuff, so I don't really remember that one. But, yeah. Dang, Yule is really on his way up. Is he one of the fastest cars in the race? His fastest lap is the 12th fastest in the race. He's running 22nd now. But he's been trying to work his way up. Olivia Owens and Brian Martinez battling. That's going to knock him back even more. Or is it? No. He stays in the position that he was last lap. She's actually the one falling back. Kremlin. Gonna try to get by Yule here, but that it seems like every time you try to pass, you don't know if you're gonna actually be able to pass or not. Mike Jones has gotten by his teammate of Walker. They're 37th and 38th. That's how bad they are doing. Caution is out. I don't know why, but that could make a difference in the race. Compton's trying to make a move on Hudsoon. Does that have anything to do with it? Anybody damaged? I don't see any damaged cars besides the 32 though. It's got, oh no, he's exit. Does that have to do with Josh Things? It might have to do with Josh Things. Wow, they've really spread out. It looks like a Watt was able to get by the 37 Clark. I really thought Cornethopolis would be able to, but he has not been able to yet. Silver's got a 4-second lead. This is great news for Mike Speed. He can catch up. They can make some changes that they need to the car in the pits and then hope they get the run that they need. But we are under caution with Tyson Silver leading it, followed by Mike Speed and a Watt Clark in front of the Polis. Let's take a look at the replay. Here's your caution. Lemon gets in the back of Josh Things and Things loses it. I don't know why they threw a yellow for that. That was off the track, no damage. Nothing scary. Everybody kept it going. The only thing scary is going to be Josh Things being mad at the end of the race. Not everybody is pitting, but Tyson Silver is. Cornethopolis is going to stay out to take the lead. We always seem to have somebody stay out. Is he the only car that stayed out on the track? He is the only car, I think, that stayed out. Just a splash of fuel for everybody. What the heck is going on here? Weird pit stops, that's for sure. What the heck? I don't understand how these pits are working, but somebody did not do their LP lines correctly. I'll have that fixed by next season. Let's see. Whoa. It's like 360 no scoping. But not everybody, some of them got going like they should. Weird pits. Lexlow just missed his stall, running into the 19. Oh, Greenlee just slammed him. A lot of issues in the pits. I don't know if there's like oil on the track or what. Greenlee just retired. Lemon is gonna have to get towed. Mike Jones trying to exit. People are trying to exit while others are trying to enter. That's just unhealthy. Oh, jeez! That was a rough slam. Do you guys not know how to use your brakes? Oh my gosh. Did one of the Jones cars just take the other Jones car out? Mike Jones is smoking. He'll be out of the race. Oh my gosh. I hope that was the last pit stop. Brian Martinez also. Somebody was flipped over. Brian Martinez is also going to be out of the race. Flying Motorsports not going to have a good day today. Neither is Jones Racing. Well, with that all being said, we're about to go green with Cornethopolis on the lead. Green flag is out for Cornethopolis. The 87 is out of the race. 88, the 7, the 25, the 29. And I'm sure a few more will be out of the race, like Mike Jones, because he's smoking in there. Kasai was able to get out of the pits in front of Watt here to take back the position. In fact, you know, struggled in the pits? Mike Speed, and he just got passed. Thought that caution would be good news to him, but probably not. Got distracted by all the chaos in the pits that I didn't even see how they came out. But here comes Silver for the lead. Cornethopolis is going to block him. The 100 car did get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. He stayed out, so that makes me think that everybody needs a little bit more fuel to make it to the end of the race. I don't think that really was it, especially if they're not taking any tires yet. It really makes me think that nobody really has enough fuel. But those cars that all pit already and got the splash, they're full on gas right now, which means that they can make it till at least 1 lap to go or something, probably. So we'll just have to see how that happens. Here goes Silver for the lead. He finally got it. Yep, that's it. Now he's going to take off. Mike Speed has been struggling to get by that 37 car. Still struggling to get by him. Dang. Dang, Yule has some right-hand damage. Are they under caution? There's Mike Jones getting a lap down. No, we're still green. We got a ton of cars in the pits, though. That lap was led by the 4 of Silver, his teammates in the pits. I think we're going to have even more cars call it quits. The 30's out of the race. I think we already called the 25 and 29 out. Wait, 25? Brent Cruz retired. The 18 of Mike Jones blew his engine. What is going on? Oh my gosh, that could be GME's shot at the championship, maybe. They seem to not really do that well at road courses, though, compared to what they can, except for Leah Su's actually doing pretty good right now. Just losing 8th to Compton. But they're really good at the ovals, and that's all we have left. Last 3 races of the season are Atlanta, Charlotte, and what's the next one? Michigan. So those will be fun. Wow. Dang, Wilson's struggling back there too. All these cars in the back here must have had trouble on the pit road and got damaged from it. I don't know who the heck made the pit stops, but they did not a very good job. How can these people make such good tracks and then struggle to make the pits? I don't know, I don't get it. Kasai is still in front of a Watt. Kasai's gonna look for second. Usually Fishy's the one on top of his team, but Kasai's doing good. I don't even know where Fishy is. He's running 22nd place. Or worse, Kremlin's even fallen back. Or better, actually. I mean, 21st. He's in 21st. Joseph Lone struggling for Tide Racing. So, I don't know, though. I don't know. Ouch Eliezer is the top of the point standings, but they have a car out of the race. Lexlow retired, and Mike Speed and Tide is right behind him, and Tide Racing second in the standings, but they also have Joseph Loden 20th, so a Watt needs to basically win this race to keep the team standings. He's also going to lose points to Silver if Silver dominates the whole thing. We'll just have to see what the pit strategy ends up being. If that 100 car pits, then we know everybody needs to pit at some point in time. But if he stays out the next couple laps, I think everybody will have enough fuel to make it to the end. We will just have to see. Here comes Kasai. He's thinking about it, but it is most likely not going to happen yet. Oh, we got lap traffic. Olivia Owens going a lap down. Silver's going to be able to make it through. Is that going to cause issues here that the lap traffic might get in the way? This will be interesting. Not going to cause an issue yet. But it can in the future. Oh, the 100's pitting. Ooh, I don't know. If he's out of fuel right now, I believe the leaders might be able to make the race. Oh man, we might see people running out of gas on the last lap again. I don't know. Dang, Dennis, you need to go. You did not make the right turn there. And he's going to lose speed on Kasai. Kasai's now second. Sanford's now a lap down. Oh, Watt gets loose. Here comes Mike Speed. This is for third with a lap car. But not able to make the move. There is not much passing here. Except for Ewell. He's made his way up to 11th. And Michael Harms Racing's going to be happy with the 7th and 11th if they can stay there. McGoovan's team of big heads doing pretty good too, because McGoovan's is 13th, and I believe Clark is 6th, so that's really good for their team too. So they should be happy with that. Everybody else, probably not too happy. There's no other teams that are actually dominating. I think Lemon's been making some moves. Sutton is pitting. Why is Sutton pitting? I don't know. There's a battle for third or whatever position this is. If it does come down to pit stops, Who's the better pit stop team? I'm actually not sure here. I would say Kasai, because his pit stop got him up to second. He's pitting. Silver stayed out, but Kasai's pitting. Oh my goodness. I don't know if they're going to take tires and fuel or whatnot, but wow. Now, this is where, if a caution comes out, it is bad for the leaders. This has happened to Silver multiple times now, where he stayed out longer than the rest of the field. A caution comes out, then he has to pit under caution and loses the lead, and it finishes under caution. If that happens this time, they're not going to be very happy about it. Oh, Joseph Lone's in the pits. A Watt running second with Speed right behind him. I think Speed should be speedier, but not by much. Does he have a faster lap? Oh, also the 11 car retired from the race. That's a new one. And the 26. Yes, Mike Speed does have the second fastest lap, but nobody has anything on that 4 car. That 4 car is in another world today. He's already done this before at one of the other tracks. I think Watkins Glen, where he just put on a dominating performance and just won the race. I think he's going to do that this time too, unless some kind of weird stuff happens. Mike Speed's trying to make a move for second place. They're side by side. They only have 4 laps to go, I think. Wow, he was not able to make the move there, as Watt was able to carry the speed coming out of that corner and come back. Oh my goodness. And they're pitting. Also the 4 pits. Clark is going to stay out to take the lead. I don't think he was quite able to lead that lap. Nope. So he did not get bonus points for leading a lap yet. Is it just fuel? I think it's fuel only. Fuel only, just a splash of fuel. Whoa. Some of these guys acting weird in the pits, but it's working out. Clark, there's no way Clark's going to be able to hold it off. Is he going to try to at least not run out of gas? Because he's not your leader. It'll be interesting to see what Clark ends up doing here. This is weird. Compton is the next one. Owen stayed out. Soong stayed out. All these guys were lap cars. Here comes Silver, who pit. Nobody took tires this entire race. That's crazy to me. Carlisle was a lap down. Is somehow up to 12th. Wait, I'm confused. The 3 car of Hassoun, I believe, has retired from the race. That means both of the CT cars are out. Whoa, Cornethopola is trying to make a move. I think he had a bad pit stop, because wasn't he up there? You would assume he would actually get more speed out of the pits, because he would have had a clean air, I thought, after the pit stop. Maybe not. Clark's pitting, but Compton stays out with 2 laps to go. Oh my gosh, does Brad Compton have enough fuel to make it? Owens also stays out, that puts him in second, along with Soong here into third. Clark did get 5 bonus points for leading a lap though. Compton should get the next 5. But holy cow, Silver is flying up there trying to catch up. My question is Compton going to pit with 1 lap to go, or is he going to say screw it and go for it? Or do these guys even have enough fuel to make this lap? I can't believe it. If they do have enough fuel, this is going to be a great race for Owens too. If he can stay out, he needs a great race. Leah Soong, this will put her back in the top 10 in points. Silver though, he is fast even without them. I mean, he's only like 4 seconds behind these guys, and that's after a pit stop. So that's where it gets crazy. Next is Mike Speed, Cornethopolis. I don't know what happened to Watt, but he must have had some issue. We're green still, right? Yeah, we're still green. Not sure what happened. But Watt definitely got bumped out of the groove or something, because it looks like he has a little bit of front end damage back there. I'm really curious to see how Brett Compton's going to do. Because look how far back Watt is. Oh, he's got some rear end damage too. His size back there too, though. We expected him to do good out of the pits. They must have both struggled there. Compton stayed out. White flag is out. Does he have enough fuel to win the race? Oh my gosh. Everybody else pit. They don't think they have enough. Silver is not that far behind him. He thinks he can catch up even if Compton does have enough fuel. He's 11 seconds back. That ain't gonna happen. Compton needs to run out of gas to lose the race. Oh my goodness. This will be crazy if he does. So far he has enough. He's gonna lift and coast. He's got 11-second lead over the 4. Ooh, we got a little bit of a battle here. Harms and Clark. Clark not able to make the pass. Harms is going to stay in the 2nd place at the moment. These lap traffic cars, maybe not over. Clark and Harms trying to gain the most points. One of these two teams will probably gain the most because they have 2 drivers that are almost in the top 10. Clark bumps Harms behind the lap car and then uses Owens as a pick, and Clark was able to make the move up to 7th position now. Remember, this is a white flag, so they need to make everything count. This is lap traffic for them, but Awatt's going to try to keep going. Kasai is in 10th. Leah Soon comes out of the pits, it looks like 4th. So does that mean they're going to be... I think that puts Owens in 10th and Leah Soon in 9th. But the biggest question, does Compton have enough fuel to win the race? Pit strategy might have been what wins them the race here. Coming out of last turn, Brett Compton is going to win the German Grand Prix. I don't know how he did it. But Tyson Silver, after dominating the race, will still get a good 2nd place position. That should make him happy. Battle for 3rd, but it looks like it most likely will come down to Mike Speed. But it's still a great race for Cornethopolis, finishing 4th. And 5th place is going to go to Carl Clark. Then we got Michael Harms in 6th. 7th should be a Watt. 8th is going to go to Kasai. 9th for Soong. And 10th goes to Owens. Holy cow, guys. That was a great race. Wreck at the end, I think, as a caution came out. Let's see what happened. Well, on the last lap, Josh Things brought out another caution. This time his engine or something just quit on him and he stopped. Maybe he ran out of fuel? I don't know. But let's go take a look at the official results. Here we are with your official results. Brett Compton wins the race, and I believe that gives him the Hard Charger Award also because he started 21st, had to pass 20 cars. So yeah, Brett Compton gets your Hard Charger Award and wins the race. Somehow he's able to hold off on fuel, and that was great news for him. Tyson Silver, 11 laps led, leads the most laps. He'll get the same amount of points this race as Compton, but he really wanted that win. But he should be pretty happy with this because he's going to extend his driver's points, hopefully. And he needs to do good at these ovals if he wants to win the driver's championship because he's been losing points every time at those. Mike Speed gets 3rd, Cornethopolis Clark. Harms gets a nice top 10. Awatt's up there. Kasai, Leah Soong, and Owens. Yule just misses out, but look at Yule started 30th. He was flying up the field pretty fast earlier on, too. Owens, too. Owens is another one. Started 16th, made it into 10th. So a lot of these drivers had to earn their way up, and they did. Joseph Lone didn't know how to drive, apparently, because he dropped back a lot, but I don't think that's enough for the headache of the day. Jason Walker somehow made it up to 19th. That guy can go from like last and make a position somehow by the end of the race, and nobody even knows what happened. Johnson is 21st. Wilson. This was a very, very bad day for Flying Motorsports. Both of their cars did very bad. Not sure who's gonna get the headache of the day here. Dang, that 40. Wilson just about got the hard charger, but missed it by 1. That's a little crazy. Same for Walker. He was pretty close too. But anyway, headache of the day goes to Sanders, 6 to 31st. That's pretty bad. They got retired. A lot of these guys wrecked in the pits, so they need to get whatever is wrong on the pits and get that fixed. At the end of the race, Josh thinks car quit. It's because he had a puncture. Fishy retired from the race at the end too. What the heck? Wow. So Wilson didn't really do good by passing the 20 cars. He just stayed on the track and didn't have any issues apparently. Wow. Mike Jones blew his engine and because of the damage. Oh, you know who also didn't do very good? Wills Racing. Ernos finished the race, but yikes. So I think the biggest losers are going to be CT, Flying Motorsports, and Wills Racing probably. As, where's the 27? 27 of Halliburton did okay. Alright, let's take a look at the points. Tyson Silver is ahead by 50. And it looks like Dennis a watt behind him, then Speed in third, Wilson, then Compton. Rounds out your top 5. This is Compton's second win of the season. Now he's back up here, 5th in points, only 124 back. With 3 races left, he's got a shot. Really, if you're outside the top 7, you can still win the championship, but it is going to get harder and harder as we get closer and closer. So I'm going to say one of these top 7 cars will probably win the championship. Looks like Owens is a couple laps back. Oh, excuse me. But Harms is tied with Fishy. They're tied in points. So that's pretty cool there. I don't know what else to say about that. Cornethopolis probably gained a little bit while Lexlow lost. Brant Cruz dropped out of the top 10 in points. His chances of the championship are probably over, but they can still go for that team championship. Let's see here. Owens, Carlisle. That 11 car has been doing awful. I don't know what the heck happened to them, but the 11 was doing okay at the beginning of the season, I thought. I don't know. Another DNF to Mike Jones puts him back to 40th in points, but Hayden Greenlee another DNF. Ooh, 5 DNFs now has put him to last place in the standings. 102 back. His goal is to try not to get last. That's all there is to it. But I don't know. That is your point standings. Next is the Coke versus Pepsi 600. We're going 80 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is the longest race of the season because it is based off a 600-mile race. So don't miss that one. Also, join the Discord, link in the description if you want to see the team points, manufacturer points, and all the driver's skill and all that stuff. And if you want to end up joining for Season 2, you can do that there at the Discord. Click the like button and ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.